Ghostface is back, and he's taking a bite out of Jason Voorhees' Big Apple by going to New York City to hunt down a cast of diversity all sorts. It's the sequel to the requel to the beloved quadrilogy in Scream in the City. Hello there, you loose units, and welcome back to another episode of Spicy Boy Reviews. I'm, of course, your host, Andrew Iles. That's right, the new Scream installment, directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillette. They both directed the last Scream installment, as well as Ready or Not and VHS. They open the film the only way you can open a Scream movie. That's right, by having a somewhat well-known actor and then killing him off immediately. Here they bring back their leading lady from Ready or Not Margot Robbie, Samara Weaving. But in this modern Scream installment, we're turning the tables on the 90s kids of the original and revealing the killer immediately. Turns out Flash Thompson is a stab fanatic and wants to complete Richie's killing spree. Now, like me, you might be wondering, who's Richie again? Well, he's the guy from The Boys, who was in the last Scream installment, and also not Eva Mendes's boyfriend in that movie. But wait, the twists keep on a-twisting, because then Flash Thompson is killed by the real murderer. It's Screamception! We're then reintroduced to our cast of diversity all sorts from the last movie. And we have some new characters this time around. It is a direct sequel to the last film, so this time it's set in college. Because that hasn't been done before. And our diverse cast from the last film all live in New York City, where there are never any stabbings. We're ticking all the boxes with this installment. We're reintroduced to Chad from the last film, who is now the love interest for Wednesday Addams, which comes out of nowhere and was never hinted at in the last film. Of course, we have his lesbian sister from the last film, who's now in another relationship with another disposable queen. The slutty, sex-positive roommate who loves the dick. And only one of two white guys in this film, and you guessed it, he's a cowardly nerd who can't talk to girls and is constantly shut down. And of course our leading ladies here, Wednesday Addams and her sister, hot version of Michelle Rodriguez. Sam here gets reintroduced by having a bit of a solid exposition dump with her psychiatrist, who for months she has been visiting, and for some reason he doesn't know her backstory or why she's even there. However, in the meantime, he has been prescribing her medication because Big Pharma got a farm. Anyway, thanks for that, Sam, for catching us up on the last installment. Now, on with this film! Anyway, Ghostface is inevitably back, killing people close to Wednesday Addams and less hot Rosario Dawson. However, this time, the killer is leaving a calling card, leaving Ghostface masks from previous films. You know, starting with Richie's mask, dumping it at the crime scene, and leading all the way back to the original of Billy Loomis's mask. This is actually somewhat of an interesting concept for the Scream franchise, I guess. Sort of trying to tie it all together with all 6 films. The film does go just as meta as the last one, but reins it back just enough. But of course still calling out dumb shit to get ahead of the audience so they can't get any backlash. These characters are fucking insufferable, but after all, they are Gen Zers. I don't ever remember rooting this hard for Ghostface to kill people in the previous 4 films. However, with this new cast of characters from the last film and this one, if you couldn't tell by my subtlety, I fucking hate these characters. They emote so much and then instantly change their tune and have a little quippy snide remark, you know, to fucking lighten the mood. It's like, you do know someone was just brutally murdered, right? And you were somewhat close to them. Nope, gotta make a quick little quirky observation because we don't want to feel sad. And it's what modern writers do now. I hate it. Of course, the film is chock full of eye-rollingly annoying dialogue straight out of a Gilmore Girls episode. The only character I actually cared about and wanted to survive was Jenny Ortega's character. But I think that just comes down to that I find her an interesting actor. Also, got to include those legacy characters in this installment to pull original audiences back in. So here we get Hayden Pitton, whatever her bloody name is, back as Kirby. Yep, they're really scraping in the bottom of the barrel for this one. You know what, I bet they wish they didn't kill off Jamie Kennedy so early in the franchise right about now. But anyway, Kirby's back for a cheeky little visit, but this time she's an FBI agent. Okay, whatever. And of course, Gale Weathers comes back, being her best Gale Weathers, because Courtney Cox gotta eat. I've gotta say though, the kills in this film were pretty gory. It feels like they were more gory than the previous installment, if memory serves. There's a lot more face stabbings in this film too. Like, clearly the two directors have a bit of a fetish for that. Of course, we get our big reveal of who the killer or the killers are, and as you would have guessed, it's convoluted as fuck. Now, the last motivation for the killers in the previous installment, if that was toxic fandom, this one, besides being revenge, is cancel culture. I hate it. I will give the film a little bit of credit though. There were two scenes that I found legitimately tense. And like I said, the gore was pretty good. And there's some pretty creepy shots and scenarios here and there. But like I said in my previous Scream installment review, they missed an opportunity with that film by making the number 5 as the S in the Scream title. But instead, they decided to call it the original film Scream, like they do with all modern requels. I hate it. But I will give the film a little bit of credit because they did put the Roman numeral 6 in the title, with the V and the I in the M of the word Scream. So, progress. Anyway, this film was shit. It was just shit. However, in a slight defense of it, I thought the last installment was fucking hot garbage, and this was a slight bee's dick step up from that. But I will say slight. All I've got to say is, please stop making Scream movies. And that's coming from me. Scream is a classic of mine. I started going to the cinemas with my friends as a teenage boy without any parents. It was, it holds a special place in my heart. Or if you're going to keep making films, because it prints money, I suppose, make it a whole new storyline. Just get a copycat killer who wants to be Ghostface and go after another bunch of disposable teens without any ties to legacy characters. No Billy Loomis, no fucking Gale Weathers, no Nev Campbell, nothing. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's what they did with the TV show or the streaming show. I haven't seen it, but I heard it's okay. Anyway, guys, that's my review of Scream 6. Write down below if you've seen it. If you have, what did you think? If you're excited about it, but what is your favourite installment of the franchise? And of course, if you've made it this far in the episode, please give me a thumbs up because your love and support keeps me going because I just love movies, and I assume you do as well. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe icon because I give it episodes weekly, and I'll see you back here next week for the next review, and until then, stay spooky, kids.